Hey everyone, so tonight I'm doing a review on the X-Men Classics Iceman. This is the non-variant. There are two variants. There's the Bobby Drake one where it's really hard to find and pretty expensive. One day I will get it. And then there's also the bandana one where he's got a bandana around his forearm and around his head. Anyway, this packaging is pretty yellowing, so I definitely obviously going to open this guy up. But it's got that, just says X-Men right here. It says Iceman with his freewheeling ice sled, and then it has Juggernaut Beast and Cyclops, Wolverine, and Colossus. And that was a nice little image of Iceman. You can definitely see that yellowing a lot better. And then it has the rest of the figures in this whole kind of little, not really a wave, they're definitely done in segments. I'm going to ramble here. I pretty much have almost the complete set. I definitely still need the two variants. I need Nightcrawler, both versions of Rogue. There's also a long-haired version. And I think I've said this in the last video when I did the haul video. I still need Storm and Tech Beast, and I believe that is, and Bird of Prey, Angel. And then I have the entire set. So hopefully soon. Anyway, we're going to get this guy opened up. I'm going to actually open this guy up on camera. I don't normally do this. Usually I just kind of open up the package. But I feel like since it's a fun old Toy Biz, why not do something a little different and fun where I actually open on camera instead. So they always come with these little twisty ties. This is one thing I will do off camera, so you don't sit here and watch me do that. All right, so I got them out. So first up, we'll start out with the wheeling ice sled. Actually looks really cool. It definitely has a different tinge of blue compared to the top here. This is more definitely a lot icier looking. It's kind of a little more translucent, but it's got that lighter and kind of whitish blue plastic here, where this one I can't tell if it's done but because of the yellowing of the sun. Maybe the sunlight got to this part, but it doesn't quite match. I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up, but it's almost like an aqua blue. But it's pretty cool. You can definitely see like the icicles forming on the bottom. There's no paint application. It says 2006 Toy Biz. It's got two little wheels, and then it's got some pegs here. These are pretty large pegs. I think they're more brackets to kind of hold his feet in, and a spot to place his hands. Very cool little base. Definitely, let me see, this side's the better side just because you don't have the screws showing. So that's a nice little accessory. So now checking out Iceman up close. He's actually really cool. It's definitely an interesting paint job. Nothing's coming off. I was just kind of looking at that. He's done in translucent, like a light blue, but he does have this white kind of silver paint application kind of washed over him. And his head's definitely a darker blue, but it looks really cool. It kind of gives you that kind of cold, frosty look. Some of the paint looks better on other parts. Some of this piece kind of looks, it's kind of like it's flaking off, but I think the chest looks really neat. Same thing with on his head. I think this looks really cool. Otherwise, his facial expression is pretty straightforward. It's just kind of a regular, straightforward look. It's got the dark blue eyes. Again, it's got that, silver, like white wash kind of going all over his head. Got these ears showing. He has the light blue body here. I notice this is the Series 6 Deadpool body, which I will show you in a comparison. So you guys can kind of see it definitely has some pieces swapped out compared to the Deadpool, but it is the same body. Coming down the arms, he's got the open hands. And coming down the legs. Again, it looks really cool. I definitely think the sun, this guy was left in the sun because it's just kind of got that yellowing, and I can kind of see where the paint's kind of flaking, which is too bad, but it doesn't take away too much from this figure to me at least. And the majority of it is blue, but definitely some of this looks a little crusty. But just kind of continuing down. Hopefully the camera's giving it some justice so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. The pins are blue at least. But very cool. I don't know. I like how this guy looks though. That silver looks good on the back. But you can kind of see that shine. I don't know. I like it. Anyway, we're going to go over the articulations. Head looks left and right, up and down. He's got the ball joints in the shoulders and move out, down, forward, and back. It does have a slight little armpit. You can see it kind of comes out. I don't want to force it or have him break. but it does have a joint right here, and it kind of pokes out. You can barely see it right there. Upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, forearm articulation, rotates, hinge at the wrist. He also has a full hand clamp. Does have the ab crunch, crunches down about that much, arches back pretty far. Waist swivel, it's got the ball joints in the hips, so you can spread and do the full splits. Kicks up, these are the better ball joints to me, not the Y joints. And then upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. The Y joints I'm talking about is when you have to rotate the ball to get to go in certain directions, where this guy, he can fully rotate and out, so it's just nice. Upper, you got the boot swivel, ankles move down, they move up. He does have the toe articulation, and he does have a, nope, I thought it may have the old ankle rockers. It does not, and peg holes at the bottom of his feet. He does have a little bit bigger peg holes. Actually, he may fit on the base, which we'll try in a second. So his feet do peg in there. I just felt like I didn't need to peg him fully in, but this is kind of my awkward stance for him for right now. But to kind of give him that natural look without having his whole leg like shifted over, I just have this foot pegged in. But overall, I mean, I'm shaking him not crazy hard. He will come off, but overall, he's on there pretty good. And then you guys can kind of see him. All right. Anyway, we'll get into some fun comparisons to show you guys how tall he is. All right, guys, so Xmen stand just right under 6 inches tall. And then, so we'll bring in some fun Xmen. So here he is next to the Series 8. Man, I can't remember the exact series from Toy Biz. Pretty cool looking figure also, very fragile. Here he is from the all new Xmen, the Toys R Us exclusive box set Xmen. And I believe this is, oh, forgetting that wave too. From that Xmen, I can't remember if it's Juggernaut or I'm forgetting. And then here he is next to the more current retro Xmen. Very cool looking, getting to see it. They're all 5 of them are completely different types of Xmen. They all look different, which is nice. They're not just a bunch of reuses or anything like that. But I'll show you guys the Deadpool to see what I'm talking about. So here he is next to the Series 6 Deadpool. You can definitely see, bringing them up close, the bodies themselves are exactly the same. Same thing with the arms, and then of course the forearms are different. But the whole midsection is the same. The thighs are the same. And then obviously the feet are different. So it's kind of cool. He's definitely, I was wondering about that. I never really realized that until I opened him up. And this is my first time ever owning this older Xmen. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, so he's Series 6 Deadpool body. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I think he's a really cool figure. Definitely if you're an Xmen fan, definitely worth picking up. Or an old Toy Biz fan. These are, I don't know, the Xmen Classics. I just love them. I think they're so much fun. They're gimmicky. They're kind of goofy. This guy, not so much. I do like the base. I feel like the older Toy Biz one, this guy, he came with it was actually a cool base. I actually do not have that base. It is the Sentinel hand with ice like forming around it. It's really cool. At least to me it is. And then otherwise, the rest of the other figures, they do not come with bases. They came with builds. And I guess I'm wrong. Correct. I stand corrected. Or can't talk tonight. The retro Xmen, he came with the little base. I didn't bring it out. It wasn't much. It's just like almost like a figure stand that looks like crystals. But anyway, enough of me talking. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe if you haven't. Have a great night.